This beautiful god was killed by Mistletoe. Oh, one tiny little branch. The only thing nobody bothered to make swear an oath because it was too small to hurt anyone. His brother climbed onto an 8-legged horse and rode down into the underworld. 9 nights, straight to the goddess of death. You know how this ends? One old woman who refused to cry. Go make yourself some tea and stick around. This is the story of a brother who did everything possible and impossible, and still lost. I knew Baldr back when he was just a baby, lying in Asgard, humming to himself because he couldn't speak yet. Everyone knew him. Everyone loved him. The most beautiful god in Asgard. Light, kindness, peace. The younger sons of Odin clung to him the way little kids cling to an older brother. Oh, he was the kind of person you love without a reason, and those don't last long. Trust me, I've seen it more times than I'd like. So when Baldr started having nightmares about his own death, his mother, Frigg, walked the entire world. She made every single thing swear an oath. Stone, iron, wood, fire, illness, animals, poisons. Every single one of them swore nothing would ever harm her son. Everyone, except Mistletoe. Such a stupid little thing. The mistletoe was too young, too small to threaten anyone, and Frigg forgot. She didn't even consider that something so tiny could become the end of everything light and good. Even I got angry, because this was a tragedy. Now Loki, the Norse trickster. Not evil, not bloodthirsty, just different. Nobody ever really understood him. So this trickster from Jotunheim found that mistletoe, carved an arrow out of it. Now, the gods of Asgard had this highly intellectual game. They threw everything they could at Baldr. Rocks, knives, axes, and roared with laughter watching it all bounce off without leaving a scratch. And Loki placed that arrow into the hand of Hödr, Baldr's blind brother, and he whispered, "Shoot, he's invulnerable." Hödr shot. Baldr fell dead, like a stone. Everyone wept. Nobody held back. Only Odin was silent. He already knew what was coming and what he had to do. Frigg cried out, "Who will ride to hell? Who will beg the goddess of death to give my son back?" Burning with grief and fear, Hermod stood up, another son of Odin. Not the strongest, not the smartest. He just loved his brother more than he feared death. Odin gave him Sleipnir, his own 8-legged horse, born from Loki and a stallion named Svadilfari. That's a separate story. Ridiculously horrible. You should have seen it. What made Sleipnir special was that he could walk between worlds. So Hermod rode 9 nights down, through valleys where I've seen shadows that forgot their own names, through rivers the sun has never touched, through forests of trees that grow with their roots facing up. He reached the Gjallar bridge, the golden bridge over the river of death, and on the bridge stood a giantess named Modgud. She stopped him. 5 regiments of the dead crossed this bridge yesterday, and it didn't rumble the way it does right now. So why are you alive? Hermod cried out, "I'm looking for my brother!" And he begged her to show him the way. So Hermod reached the palace of Eludnir, the icy throne of hell. The last time I was there, I realized the cold there isn't from temperature. The cold there comes from understanding that you've been forgotten. In the second episode, I told you, the real hell, gray, cold, souls just exist. On the throne sat the goddess, half her body alive, half rotting, and next to her, Baldr, still glowing with life, even there. Hermod begged, he pleaded, he fell to his knees. Hell only smiled with the living half of her face. If every living thing weeps for him, I'll give him back to all of you. Hermod raced back up. 9 nights, told the gods the condition. The gods sent messengers across all 9 worlds, begging, weep for Baldr. And the entire world wept. Men, women, animals, everything else. Stone wept, metal wept, water dripped from the leaves. When I stood next to Ratatoskr the squirrel while he was crying, I genuinely thought it was all going to work. But there was one pale old giantess sitting in her cave. Dry face, dry eyes, not weeping. Her name was Thökk. The messenger begged her to cry. She only answered with a strange green fire in her eyes. Thökk will weep with dry tears. Let hell keep what is hers. To me, it was absurd. One pale old woman in all 9 worlds refused to cry. And just like that, our Baldr stayed dead. Forever. Or not. Now, let me get to the worst part. Thökk was Loki, in disguise. The same trickster, the one with the bipolar disorder, who placed that arrow into Hother's hand. Hermod did everything right. He rode, he arrived, he made the deal, he came back with the condition. And he still lost, because of one tear that someone refused to shed. Maybe this isn't really about death at all. Maybe it's about how we always depend on someone who can break everything with one tiny thing. One refusal. One silence. Tell me in the comments, do you think Hermod ever really had a chance? Next time, I'll show you a man who walked into the tomb of a god and walked out with his book. Setna, Egypt. Sometimes I regret being a witness to a tragedy like that.